sounds like that's going to go through.
Sorry,
I
Mark.
don't know.
Sorry for that.
No, no, you're good. I saw everything go down, man. I was glad I was
Oh
in.
God,
So
it's amazing what can happen. Anyway, so I had somebody else during the break text me. They also got taken by Jeff Jolliffe again. So he's being pretty active lately. I'm telling you, man. This guy, just when you think it's over, he keeps resurrecting. Does anyone know the name of his latest business? They just call him Jeff Jolliffe, and they look online and they see him at sleazbrigade.com. So they realize, go ahead.
Tom, he is doing business on Facebook Marketplace. These last few calls we got,
we're hearing from him.
yeah, and so he actually has a pseudonym there too. So he goes by his name, and he also has some made-up name that he goes by, and that's why we're getting so many out-of-state calls lately about Jeff Jolliffe. Now, the one update last
Does he
week.
have people ship him stuff to fix?
No, he has people ship him money, and then he ships out a POS transmission, or sometimes no transmission at all, but he keeps the money. Now, the one update we got from our last caller last week was that none of his phone numbers seem to be working anymore. So I'll keep following up with the police departments in both Johnstown and, gosh, what is that town above Greeley? Starts with a W? Windsor, yeah, that's where Jeff Jolliffe lives. Both of those police departments have open investigations into him.
Gosh, dang it. That guy is just ridiculously bad.
Hey, there's that hissing sound from my microphone again.
You hear it?
Yeah, turn down Dimitri.
Yeah, let's turn me off.
Tom's fine. Dimitri's loud.
Okay, I turned off Dimitri's mic there. So I have with me Barry Miller, by the way. And, I always like to give this information when I talk about Miller. He invented the buyer broker. I remember years ago when I came to Colorado, and by the way, our number is 303-713-8255-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. Mark, so like 40 years ago, I come to, or actually 45, more actually, almost 50 years ago, I come to Colorado. I start on Channel 4, and I get a call from a guy who says, you may want to do a feature on this. And I says, on what? And he says, he's a buyer broker. And I said, what is a buyer broker? I mean, all I knew was real estate broker. That's all I knew. Real estate broker. Okay. You're a real estate broker, meaning you sell property. What I didn't understand was legally and ethically, and the way the laws were written, when you were a real estate broker, you literally became not an employee, an agent of the selling property. Automatically, by default, when you listed a property or even when you showed a customer a property, you were working for the seller. So if I thought I had a realtor, and people did, they said, oh, my friend's a realtor. Hey, I need to find a house. So let's say the realtor would show them, or the real estate person would show them a house. What they didn't understand is in that transaction, the seller is represented by the listing broker. The seller is represented by that guy's friend who brought him there. And this buyer is represented by no one. It was a flaw in the system, Barry.
It was designed that way.
It
was nationally in all 50 states that way. But the realtor community back east in about 1915 created it that way.
What I didn't understand, truly did not understand, was why it was created that way. But then again, nobody complained.
The companies, these were some top good companies. The companies who control the inventory said, we want to control both agents. And they did it. I mean, can I name old companies? Van Stock and more.
Did you literally say this has to change? I mean, did you invent it by mistake? How did that happen that you had this buyer agency, and how did you get it recognized? I've always wanted to ask you this because you changed the face of the entire industry nationwide. He really did. Mm-hmm. And it's a good thing to review now and then. So how did you change it?
In November of 1982, I was handed an article written in the New York Lawyer magazine, and it said, the only way we're going to have fairness for the home buyer is if somebody institutionalizes something called buyer brokering. And I read that article, I thought, what? My name's not on it, but then I heard my name and I said, institutionalize it. I researched the market and the country for 3 months, said, yep, I'm going to do it and take it on. And it was
institutionalize it and make it recognized.
First of all, it took 14 to 18 years. The industry fought us tooth and nail. But I did it by forming an army of, you'll love the term, consumer advocates.
Okay, so
and lawyers were in that group.
Wait, so when you started representing people then, did you have them sign something special? In other words, it wasn't a normal agreement.
It was a different agreement that, fortunately, the director of the Colorado Real Estate Commission at the time, Mike Gorham by name, was a lawyer. Lawyers got it. You cannot represent both sides in a controversy.
Okay.
Buying and selling a home is controversial, as economically speaking.
Okay.
And the lawyers were there. So he said, Barry, come and talk to me more. And he and I designed a class that we taught all over Colorado to attempt to teach people who never heard of it before how to do it. And they came up at Colorado Real Estate Commission, to their credit, came up with a form where the buyers could now hire an agent to be their agent. It took 2 or 3 years to make that happen.
So once Colorado did it, it started spreading around the country?
Correct. I put it this way. It took 3 to 4 years, now being precise. And once Colorado did it, all there were 49 other states. None of them were going to take as long, but there was a lot of resistance to make it happen. And it happened 10 years later.
Okay, so in other words, then, you had now a buyer's agency. So when you listed a home, you still by default represented the listing, the seller.
Well, we formed a franchise nationally that would not allow seller listings in our franchise. We were what's called exclusive buyer broker offices and companies. Our franchisees
was only for people looking.
Only for buyers. 100% loyalty to buyers.
Think about the industry. Most people are buyers.
Buyers
you
have to have them.
Usually buyers outnumber sellers.
Yes, always. Always.
So the minority was represented and the majority wasn't before this.
Before this, the majority was never, ever represented anywhere in the country.
So now when you go and get a real estate broker, do you have to specify buying agency?
Yes, in almost all 50 states. Now, when I say almost, yes, like Colorado led the pack and Florida followed Colorado, other states followed Florida, and it was all the same. You must declare, the real estate broker has a form that says, yes, I can be your buyer agent. I will be your buyer agent. I will be an advocate for only you, the buyer, or I will only be the advocate of the seller.
When you think about this, this is pretty incredible. I mean, you changed the whole industry.
Basically, yes. But remember, it was a social reform. Social reformers do not make a pile of money. We change things for the better. I lost nearly $1 million.
Okay. So then you became a buyer broker and you were very successful at it.
Yes.
Okay. Now you switched. No, you didn't switch. Do you still do buying broking? Do you still have an agency?
I do, but I don't practice local real estate selling or buying anymore. I retired a year ago from that to focus on Vestera.
Okay, Vestera now. Again, Vestera Turnkey, we can talk about coming up, but get your calls in at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Sorry for that hiccup, guys.
Heading into the holidays,
It's all good.
to invest in yourself.
That was weird.
With incredible devices like the M-Sculpt Neo and
That mic is not
M-Face,
buzzing anymore.
over at Regen Revolution, you can strengthen muscles, tighten skin, lift
Was it
your
loose, you
confidence, all without surgery or
but
downtime.
it's-
Step into the holiday season feeling powerful, refreshed, and proud of your product.
Who knows? Sometimes just reseating
Yeah.
the mic helps.
292-9992 or online at regenrev, that's regenrev.com.
I am so happy to have U.S. Mortgages on board the Troubleshooter Show. The guaranteed lowest rates, and they will get it for you. He shops all of the wholesalers to find the best rate for you. 30 years strong, David Szymanski, my friend and owner of U.S. Mortgages. And you can get a hold of him to find out about the 4.99 or below 5-year fixed. So right now, when interest rates are in flux, you can get right now a 5-year fixed rate of 4.99 or below. No matter what rates do, you'll get the best prices with my friend David Szymanski at U.S. Mortgages. It's usmloan.com, usmloan.com, or 303 low rate. The guaranteed lowest, 303 low rate. Now let's talk about Excel, lighting up your life. Excel Roofing, lighting up your life with their permanent architectural LED lighting. That's a mouthful, but let me simplify it for you. If you want to light up holidays, birthdays, game days, anything, or just architectural accent lighting, go to excelroofing.com and get your guaranteed lowest price estimate right now. No one can beat them in the marketplace. Hundreds of thousands of colors, millions of patterns, all controlled by your smartphone. Mark and Suzanne, they love their system. You will too. excelroofing.com for your instant estimate. That is excelroofing.com. No. I don't even know if they spell it the same, actually. Yeah, man, they're both great guys. Seriously. I surround myself with good guys, you know. Okay. So your mic I have on right now because I just want to make sure. Would you move it around a bit?
Buzz.
We got the buzz again?
Yep.
Hold on. Tell me now.
Gone.
Gone. Okay, I'm going to have to do something. That microphone is causing it. Let's try it again. Okay. Buzz. Okay, I'm going to turn his mic back on.
Yes, Buzz.
Buzz. Damn it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, though. How much time do I have?
2.
2. Okay. Next break, what I'm going to do is literally string a new chord across, not all underneath.
Oh, God help us.
No, don't do that.
No, I'm just doing
Do it tomorrow morning.
It has nothing to do with anything. I can disconnect it from here, too, and then plug it back in.
I disconnect it tomorrow.
Deputy Dan, what's up, brother?
How now?
It's horrible.
Okay, sorry. I can't hear it for some reason. I don't know why. It's just not coming through as a buzz on this end. Yeah, I'm going to turn it.
Slight static, he said.
Oh, wait. I can actually see it, though. I can't hear it, but I can see it. Yeah.
So, does anything change?
No, I'm gonna figure it out. I am going to figure it out. But it's off now. You can't. If you hear it now, we're in trouble. And I need that third mic, man. So it's either the mic or the cord. That's it. Mic or cord.
Dragon complained about this mic in the past. He said I sound like the people from the 1930s.
And I can go ahead and order a whole new mic.
Well, most of you are from the 1930s.
My pen is. My car's pretty close.
Yeah, you love that car.
It's not just a car. It's an automobile.
Excuse us.
Automobile. Did you drive your automobile in today?
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com.
Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We got Major Marc Mager in his castle. And then we have Barry Miller with us, who was talking about the birth of the buyer broker. And he started doing it. It was adopted nationwide. And now when you go to hire a real estate person, they're either going to represent the buyer or seller. It used to be that they represented the seller by default. Think about that. And then we're talking about his new venture, which is Vestera Turnkey, and what he's doing. And Vestera Turnkey is a system for helping you become a landlord. Now, just so you know, it is not where you're buying into a real estate trust or anything like that. They counsel you and help you literally become a landlord. And we'll talk about that in a second. Right now, Chris is on the line and wants to talk about a possible scam. Chris, what's going on with you? Welcome, Chris.
Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom. How are you doing?
Good. What's going on with you, sir?
So, hey, my daughter is 23. She received a letter in the mail last week, and it kind of seems suspicious. I didn't know if you guys have heard. It's from an attorney at law, and the address and the name on the past debt balance due, it's for a late parking ticket. It actually is going to collections. When I put that in on Google, it's saying that it's a scam, an attorney warning. The attorney's name and the address, when I put in the address as well, is not pulling up an attorney at that location.
Really?
I'm just trying to figure out if anyone else has got this, or if it is a legitimate thing.
Can you read part of it? Is it a long letter?
It's a page and a half, but I can get to
What?
the specifics. It says a law firm of, yeah.
What's the name of the law firm?
Daniel B. Kelly. Daniel
Hold
B.
on.
Kelly,
Well, we can't.
attorney at law. Kate. Yep, you're fine.
And how do you know him?
Tom, so Daniel B. Kelly is an attorney I spoke with last, I don't know, in the spring sometime. He collects, among other things, privately issued parking tickets on behalf of a company called Parking Revenue Recovery Services. So I'm wondering if our caller received a private parking ticket for PRRS.
Oh, it's a private collection.
Yeah.
Private tickets. By the way, having owned parking lots in the past, we used to hire companies that did that. What they would do is put a ticket out there, but it was a private ticket. And what I would do is, as this company would do, is attempt to collect the ticket. What they did not have were any official powers to do anything to your license plate or your license, or they couldn't boot your car. But is that what you're talking about? Private tickets?
Yeah, is that so? My question for the caller is, what's the name of the company that alleges you owe them for a private parking ticket?
All it says is the law firm name represents the creditor name below, and I'm looking for a credited name.
Yeah, the creditor.
All I'm seeing is an email address for.
Listen, here's what it is. People have asked me about this in the past, so I'm just going to tell you exactly what I tell them. It is a private collection. It's somebody is alleging that you owe them money, and if you do, you do, and if you don't, you don't. It's really that simple.
Okay.
So if she parked somewhere, my son got one up in the mountains at a private shopping center. He was parked, and I got a collection notice. I decided to pay it because he truly was parked there. By the way, did they include a photo?
No, and I talked to my daughter about it because she does go town to town with some friends frequently, and she said she's insisting that every time she goes down there, they pay for the spot because they don't want the car. They're afraid the cars can get towed or something. So I believe my daughter, when she says she paid for it, there's no letter. There's no.
So you do know what lot they're talking about then. Wait a minute. Then you do know what lot they're talking about.
Well, according to this notice letter, is all I'm going off of 2060 Larimer Street.
Okay.
Yeah, send me. So there, it's the same attorney that I've dealt with last spring. Does it say who the creditor is?
It just says make check payable to PRRS.
Oh yeah, Parking Revenue Recovery
PO
Service
box in Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah, and they have and
there's a PO box. But the thing, and I'm sorry to interrupt. The thing when I look up Daniel B. Kelly, and then the address that's listed on this note, I'm not pulling up a Daniel B. Kelly at this address. And when I put his name in, a lot of people are saying it's a scam or a scam attorney.
He's for real.
They call it a scam because it's a private enterprise. So in other words, they can't boot your car. They can't withhold your registration or anything like that. But it's not a scam. It's an accusation. It's an allegation that you owe money. So if you want to argue that she paid, go ahead. I mean, you have every right to do that. You don't have to pay it.
Tom, I think he also has every right just to ignore it, because I've never heard of them taking anybody to court for a $92 PRRS parking ticket.
Right.
And I don't think they can
assume, well, I mean, they would have to prove that she was down there as well, i.e. picture or whatnot.
That's right.
Just as well as she would have to prove
that's
that
exactly
she
right.
Paid, correct?
It's a private parking violation. That's exactly what it is. So handle it the way you want. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. By the way, if you could have Mark do both of these so I can attend to this microphone, Dragon, would that be okay? 303-713-8255. We have more coming right up. Did you hear me on that, Dragon?
I did.
He's Denver's talk station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis.
Yep, Mark's good. You're good.
KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
Yeah, quiet drive here in the lunch hour. Really not dealing with a lot. Haven't had any crashes or anything. Some construction in areas, but nothing that's really going to hold you up too badly. I-70 to the east, particularly around Tower, both directions continue to slow a little bit. And 270 east, coming off I-76 through York, but all the way through Commerce City, we're looking at speeds starting to pick up, especially out to the east on I-70. 225 is about a 10-minute commute out of Aurora. C-470 looks good through Highlands Ranch. With traffic, I'm Jonathan Steele.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
You know, most of the companies I talk about I've used. In fact, right now, Susanna and I are using discountbath.com. You know, Chris and Steven came out, and Steven's really the design guru. He looked at our current bathroom and was like, you can do this, you can do that. They got everything ordered. We're going to have a brand new bathroom by Discount Bath probably in the next month or so. But what I really liked, no high pressure sales tactics, and they have the best prices out there. Think about that. None of that high pressure, oh, you got to sign right now. They'll give you all the ideas. They'll give you options for any budget you have. Maybe it's a fix and flip, or maybe you got a $10 million house. They can do it all, and they can do it at a discount price with no high pressure. You got to check them out. It's so simple. Go to discountbath.com. That's discountbath.com. Now it's open enrollment. I was just talking to John Sr. over at Integra today. I've got to tell you something. There is massive price increases coming for a lot of people. If you're on the exchange, you better call these guys. You better find out really quick how much your premiums are going to go up. You better check it out. You can call up. There are other options out there, and I'll give you their phone number in a minute. But this year, it is so important. We don't know what's going on with the Obamacare credits. A lot of people could be looking at 100% increase. You might have already gotten the letter.
Overmodulated. Turn him down.
Got to call up and see all the different options. Integra Insurance. These are the people we all use at the show for years and years. They're honest people. They're here, right here in town. You're going to love them. Call up John and Day and Junior. IntegraInsurance.com. Simple as that. IntegraInsurance.com. Or call right now, 303-466-5500. Some companies don't have nearly the increase other ones do.
I think it's
Make
the
the
mic.
call, 303-466-5500. I still hear that.
Yeah, it's when I turn that mic on. I'm testing it. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on and off. Tell me about it, okay? I'm turning it on right now. 3, 2, 1.
Now you're good.
Nope, nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
I turned down the gain, which was turned way up.
That makes sense. Now test his level.
Yeah, go on talk.
Okay. I'm talking to the microphone right now.
Very low.
Oh, yeah, he's super quiet now.
You can't even hear him.
Okay, how about now?
But now, can you hear this?
Nope, keep going.
My new normal tone of voice.
No, now he's overmodulated again.
Using my magnificent voice to test the microphone.
We can hear you, but
Yeah, we can hear him, but he's overmodulated.
Yeah, so I think there's something wrong there with that mic for sure. I think it's the mic.
maybe it's his voice.
My magnificent voice.
Hello, I'm here again.
Is he overmodulated now?
How about now? 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Go ahead, talk now.
Okay, so I'm using my signature voice to test the microphone.
Mostly.
Mostly overmodulated still. You heard the little
And low.
No, it's mostly gone now, but again, he's really quiet.
Would it help if I speak up?
Go again.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, testing. Mark is jealous of my signature scent and my signature voice. My signature stationary.
That's looking good on this VU meter. How's it looking to you?
I've still got a little modulation when he speaks up.
Oh, okay, that's not a good sign.
Yeah, it sucks. I'm just gonna put a new mic over there. I'm gonna grab a new mic and.
Yes,
Actually,
right
there
next
is.
to 7-Eleven.
You could go to the Guitar Center has.
Do they have that? Sure.
Yep, they have the Shure mic, but I'm not
Cool.
sure I want to go there. But they do have that mic.
You can have it tomorrow on Amazon, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going to do right now.
I'd get the same one you're using.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Then they're all uniform because we've always had an issue with that anyway. Yeah, so it's not the cord. Well, at least I know, what it is. I mean, and then I probably need another.
I go on for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go.
Auto accident? Get the right lawyer on your side. Call Fuller.com.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, so what's going on in your life and how can we help you? That's what we ask each and every day. And, okay, I wanted to switch over to my... So anyway, we had this possible parking scam, but it's not. It's a private parking issue, meaning that people have parking lots or they own garages or they own areas where they charge for parking. They put up signs, people park there, and if they don't pay, then they issue bills. It's just like if they alleged you owe them money for something else. But they do it in the form of a parking ticket. But that parking ticket is nothing more than asking you to pay a bill. And when you don't pay the bill, they threaten you. What they can't do is boot your car or do anything like that. 303-713-8255. We talked about Pueblo, and Mark asked why such a high percentage of people in Pueblo are on SNAP benefits. Mark, what did you say it was?
It's like 40%. It's amazing, man.
Somebody texted me and said it's a generational issue in Pueblo forever. The county is hardcore Democrats, and if you didn't have a steady job, you were automatically given some kind of food stamp assistance. Employment was always rough. You had to know somebody to get a job. It's no better today down there than in the 70s and 80s, and this person has personal experience. Now, all of it is full of drugs and makes me sad. Used to be a great town. People helped each other. You know, there was a big joke back then that if you had another baby, you got another book full of stamps. So anyway,
funny. Hold on. Funny you said that. I was talking about the New Jersey race when your line was down. But when I lived in Jersey years ago, every child you had was equal to like $1,200. So women would have 10, 12 children. People think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Like around the Camden area, they'd be making, thinking of this, in the late 80s, pulling down $10,000 to $12,000 a month, man.
All right. I got another text. Tom, there's no way the guy's wife got carbon monoxide poisoning from low antifreeze in a car. No, I get that. We weren't suggesting it was the low antifreeze. What we were saying is that it could have been carbon monoxide. And the thing about the low antifreeze is just kind of coincidental. And it was low in the reservoir, and the reservoir doesn't mean that the system is low on coolant. Here's another one about Jeff Jolliffe. Guess what? They brought a car in to be repaired to Jeff Jolliffe. The car was supposedly he rebuilt the transmission. The guy took the car, the transmission sucked, he took it back for warranty work, and Mark, guess what happened? They
stole the car.
Yep, the car was stolen. Mm-hmm. This guy has a perfect system. A perfect system. He doesn't do work and claims he does it. He gets paid. You come back for warranty work, and your car or truck is stolen. It is amazing to me. Anyway, we have Barry Miller with us, and we were talking about the buyer brokering and how he basically invented it. It's now national. Everywhere you go, you have to represent either the buyer or the seller. Then I talked about Vestera Turnkey. Barry, seriously, what started Vestera Turnkey? Vestera Turnkey is where you help people, let's say me. I want to be a landlord. You show me markets around the country where I can buy a rental. What's so novel about that? I mean, most of the time, I guess, if I wanted to buy a rental, I'd look in my neighborhood. I'd look in my state. But you're saying that's not always the best place to look.
It's usually the worst place to look because you want the highest return on the best property, equity, and positive cash flow. Okay.
What gave you the idea to start looking around the country to help people buy a rental? Did you start with one person one time? How?
The answer to what got me going was two people. I was back east, home, visiting with a good friend. His son and the business partner, insurance agents out of Florida, said, Barry, we have investors who want to have the best investment properties. They don't want to be active landlords. They want to be passive. And you know the nation from your buyer brokering work. Literally, that's what they said at a dinner time.
Exactly.
And long story made short, they got me thinking, said, yes, I do have a national network. Yes, I am a researcher. Yes, I could research and put it together. That was 2003. I put it together. It worked very well until 2010.
Which was the Great Recession.
Well, before that, though, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2000. Oh, it worked beautifully.
Yeah, and then the Great Recession.
The recession came, but a bigger hit my family tragedy, and I had to pull back.
Okay, so are you saying you could have gone through that recession?
Absolutely.
Oh, so it wasn't the recession that caused you to pull back?
Not at all. It was a big family tragedy that took me.
So you suspended it for a while.
For 8 years. 8 years.
Did you restart it?
2019, and it's been going beautifully ever since.
So when you restarted it, you decided you will find promising markets.
Promising top economic markets, much more than real estate, jobs coming into that area. So the home values are good for the next 3-4 years.
But are a lot of those markets, are they insulated from national trends?
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Except the one trend of going up. Think of the Mag 7, the big companies. They're building plants, they're expanding, they're hiring people at 80,000 to 200,000 a year.
So you
and that's
find
where
markets,
we go.
And I won't give them away because, as you say, it's proprietary.
It is.
So you find, but I suspect. Listen, Barry, even if people knew the cities that you're buying in, I don't think they could duplicate it.
They can't build a wide, expansive team of experts that we have.
But you hooked me up with a broker out there.
A broker, a property manager, and a lot more.
You hooked me up with got me an extraordinary deal.
Yes.
It's like they go crazy negotiating.
Yes.
Then once that's done, and I get a lot of, incentives from the builder.
Oh, huge. And our customers get huge incentives that the builders are not giving to other customers. Tom, it relates to what you just said. You're the buyer, and they are trained buyer brokers, tying into what I did before. We get the best buyer brokers for you, our customer.
So once I have a home, then I say, what do I do with this home? Mm-hmm. And you put me in touch with Marc. Mm-hmm. I won't give out his personal information. This guy, Marc, oh my God. I mean, he is my man. He's the guy. I don't do anything. He does it all.
You don't have to do anything.
I get a notice from the county about this or that or some weeds. He takes care of it.
Everything. And we oversee them. They take care of you. You sit back and watch the wealth grow.
And you have dozens of owners.
We're over 100.
Wow. Over 100 owners that all have rentals. Mm-hmm. And then when they come time to sell them,
which is just starting, we have our first 2 last week.
So they start selling them, mm-hmm. and they make tremendous returns.
100% return now, it's taking about 3 years. 100% return over that 3-year period of cash on cash.
Wow.
And they're selling one property, tax-free exchange, tax 1031.
Yeah, if you want.
You don't have to. One of them is selling it because they need it for some personal things, a new marriage, and they need some money to do some things they want to do. And the other one will sell it and buy 2 properties for the price of 1. And they'll double their nest eggs it'll cost them $3,000. because the IRS doesn't let you get the loan for free. You cannot use tax money to get the loan. So they'll pay $3,000 to the lender for the loan up front, and they're off.
Do you guys arrange the whole tax-free exchange?
Everything.
You identify the new property?
We identify the new property. We sell the old property.
And then you have an intermediary that does all of the exchange.
We think the best intermediary in the country.
303-713-8255. Hey, we got more right after this.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Over on the west end of town, Sheridan, both north and southbound lanes closed between East 1st Avenue and Midway due to a damaged gas line. We do have XL Energy saying no time for re-entry as they work to fix on this. Otherwise, pretty snoozy day throughout the Denver Metro. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds as we start off the new week through town. I-70 east and westbound flowing free to and from the DIA area. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Need new blinds? At Blindster.com, we offer guaranteed low prices, guaranteed satisfaction, free samples, and free shipping. At Blindster, we take the fear out of ordering custom blinds, shades, and shutters so you can do it yourself and save big. Blindster.com.
Light up your house for the holidays or even a game day or for a birthday or for any celebration or for just architectural accents. Light up your home for the guaranteed lowest price only from excelroofing.com. That's where you go to get your instant estimate right now. Go to excelroofing.com. Hundreds of thousands of colors, millions of combinations, all controlled by your smartphone. Mark and Suzanne are loving their system. I went out and looked at it, and it blends into the home. You don't even know it's there, but voila, when they light it up, it's all there. excelroofing.com.
That's loud.
No problem. Cell roofing. Okay, no problem.
You guys are quiet.
Yeah. I'm ordering a microphone.
Nice. Hey, they do make a mini Shure.
Do they?
Yeah, it might be 300 compared to like 450.
I'm looking
at. If you already have the other ones, I don't know.
Yeah, I may as well I'm going to keep them all the same.
I've never had a problem with one of these ever. I got a little Rode podcast mic that works pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm just going to order this right now from Amazon. I can have it here. Today at 5 o'clock.
That's amazing.
Today at 5 o'clock. Now I have to figure out what kind of boom. God damn it, I got to get another one of these booms. I'm going to get this kind, even though I don't like them. I just want to keep shit the same. I know, but I got to keep it the same, bro. It's just the way I am. I got to go find it. That one is already more now. Yours keeps through. You're pissing me off now. Huh? Oh, hold on. It's Pog? M-O-N? Tog Con. Tog. T-O-G-G. C-O-N-N. Oh, my God. Thank you.
Hi, Barry Miller.
Hold on.
Hey, I got a couple questions for you.
I can't
I mean,
talk
during
to
on
I can't
on
talk
the
to
air.
anyone named Bo.
Oh, you better. Oh, really?
Well, not right
Guess I'll
now.
have to-
Put it that way.
I have a couple. I'm asking a couple questions on the air
Yeah,
since we're slow.
do it.
Okay.
I don't even think they sell the sons of bitches anymore.
Doggone. Like doggone.
Yeah.
Adapter?
Mike Booms. On my orders. I want to see my orders. That's what I want to see. Mike Booms. Mike Booms.
Their server cannot be found.
There's a picture of the turtle I picked.
There is the piece of shit. There it is.
I brought him home for a couple of days and then took him back.
There it is. I got to get the same one. They say they improved it, so. I'm going to add that to the cart. And I don't want to hear anything about it from Deputy Perfection D.
Let me live on Snap for a week and see what it's like. You got to hear this. Now, plus Cahill on recruiting in 2025 and more on the Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Okay, so Deputy Bo, you have a question for Barry Miller, esteemed real estate
Yes,
broker.
Barry.
Yes, go ahead.
So first, Barry, can you explain what a transactional broker is?
Okay, we
versus
were
just a
talking
sta-
about brokers representing the seller when they list a home. And then we were talking about people shopping for a home represented by buyer brokers. So what is a transactional broker? Good question.
The two-word answer is neutered agent.
Neutered.
They cannot be an advocate or negotiator. They cannot, may not be by law, an advocate or negotiator for either the buyer or the seller. That's
would
what
be a
they are in Colorado.
So what do they simply write up the contract?
They simply can do some research that might be worth money, but any research they do must be given identically to both parties.
Okay. By the way, those interested in Vestera Turnkey, coming up, we're going to be talking about our next seminar that we're going to be having. Plus, we'll be answering all of your questions, problems, and complaints at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255.
Bless you. Said it once, not say it again.
Shut up, D. I know what you're doing. I'm not gonna listen to you. Yes, sir. If you could dump that out too, that'd be great.
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
I know
$1
D is
o'clock.
thinking, why? If you're gonna order right. Order right, goddammit. Shut up.
Otherwise, don't order.
So,
Oh, what's this? Oh, this says sure.
sockets.
Oh, this. The microphone says sure on it.
Oh, it's sure, yeah.
But this, you wanted this.
No, not yeah.
Did you find it?
No, I got it. Yep, got everything. Got everything I need. And it's
Okay.
all going to be delivered. Well, not everything tomorrow. Son of a bitch.
And I'm going to go sit on the steps and talk to my IT.
Did you get the SM7B?
Yeah, the same exact one, same truck. I got the same boom, same everything, so that's good.
Where'd Barry go?
He went up to get something.
Is he a smoker?
Yeah.
No.
That's fun. Marky's going upstairs to use the private throne. He's one of the fortunate ones. He's got the key card for it.
I was off on Pueblo. I'm reading about something right here.
You know, it's amazing, Mark, how my emails and texts have increased, and the phone calls have decreased. It's almost like a inverse correlation. Well, I got a picture of this parking damage, by the way, finally.
No, you don't.
Yeah, he sent it to me.
No, you don't.
What does that mean?
It means he sent you a picture of Google Earth of the parking lot.
Oh, no. He sent me actually the car.
Oh, yeah, I saw the damage on the car. In February 2024, the Colorado Sun article mentioned El Paso having 40,000 SNAP households, not 40% of people. So it's really 26%.
Yeah, I need to use the restroom.
Margie?
Thank you, brother.
Margie, this is Bo. I'm a volunteer for the Tom Martino show.
Right.
You called Friday about your heating system, and I just got your phone number about an hour ago. So I'm the one, I believe the crux of your call was that you guys couldn't get the pump going for at least 3 to 4 weeks. And am I right so far?
Well, yeah, the hot water was out for like a whole week, and then with no indication, when they would get the pump. But I think a few people have said they do have hot water now, so I don't know if they did finally get the pump, because there really hasn't been a lot of communication from the facility. It's just they have a website, and a lot of the people have been commenting. So
Okay.
And my tenant this morning said she did have hot water.
Okay.
But I think some of the comments were it's intermittent, but I don't know. I don't know for sure if they finally.
Yeah, well, I'm
they
sorry.
must have got the pump. I think if some of them have hot water.
Yeah, I just got your phone number about 30 minutes ago. But, yeah, I dealt with this stuff for 40 years, so all pumps are repairable mostly. So it sounds like you guys did get something going. But this is my personal cell. So if it goes out again, or if you want to take some pictures of it, I know you probably don't have access, but if your maintenance people are having difficulty locating it, but it sounds like maybe they have it going. But if something changes, my name is Bo. Okay. You can give me a call, and I'll help you find. It's a centrifugal pump. That's what type of pump that is. So just call me back. I'll consider this case closed for now, and then if something happens, give us a call.
Okay, fine. Thank you for calling me back.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, got that one done. Okay, you're welcome.
You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Story. You know what you will never hear when you do Brand, the real estate man? No this, no truck, no failure. Your destiny is guaranteed results. I back you up to pursue great stories. Backed by a team of experts like the overseas every day. I wish you every success. Great Brand, the real estate man.com, 303-920-1620.
before 2:30. Yeah, let's promote our seminar, Tom.
Okay.
Let's get them there. We're doing it. You are doing it.
Hey.
Are we under the code of silence?
From 6:30 KHOW to KOA, 9 to noon.
Please come with us because you don't know how much we love you guys.
Starting November 10th.
I'm very excited about it.
Over on KOA.
Yeah. Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Tom?
303-713-825.
We lose you, Tom?
Fourth hour of the show. I assume, Tommy, you're there. Is that a yes or a no, sir?
Back with you.
I guess he's not there. 303-713-55303 Martino.
Okay. All right, you're going up.
Going on today.
Sorry, Mark.
Go ahead, Thomas.
No, I'm just saying sorry. Keep going. We got Bud.
No, you're fine. I didn't bring Bud up yet. I said I was going to where we've been talking about Barry Miller, and I know I heard you guys talking about something coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so Barry, let's talk about that. You like these in-person seminars. Again, I always say you can call Barry and get the information, but this is Vestera Turnkey, the system that basically helps you become a landlord by holding your hand. Mm-hmm. That's really what you do, Barry. You handhold people on the process.
The whole process. The whole process. Every step has safeguards. It's important that we hold hands and communicate.
Okay, so on every... Let's just talk about the seminar, first of all. When is it going to be?
Okay, Saturday, November 15th. 10 a.m. in the morning.
Saturday, November 15th.
It's free registration. It's 75 minutes. We call it the M&M, Martino and Miller.
Right,
I mean,
right.
You know.
No, I show up there. I like it. I like talking to people.
Yep, and it's good people, and it's a great facility. Have to get a reservation. It's free, so all you have to do is go online. MyBiggestReturn.com takes you right to the registration. You put in your name.
MyBiggestReturn.com.
Yep.
So, being a landlord is pretty cool. It really is pretty cool, but not in Denver or Colorado. People are very discouraged, as well they should be.
They should be. The prices are too high. You have to have too big a negative cash flow, but the bigger money is made when the property goes up in value. And that's where our research comes
play,
in.
Mark. It's not
equity.
It's definitely not a cash flow plan. I think I might, at one of the most I'm making is $200 a month.
Yeah.
But most of the time I'm making 25. So I have 4 houses. I make 25 on one, 200 and something on another, whatever.
But you put a small down payment, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
But I have 2 that are closing this week. They're 1031 exchanges, nice senior citizens, and they chose the cash flow they want and need. They want more than need. The cash flow, they'll be making $1,500 a month cash flow. Well, that's what they want.
So November
15th. Saturday morning, 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Okay, Bud, what's going on with you,
How
Bud?
do you wait?
Whoa, sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
Well, I want to ask Barry straight up. How do you make money? How about if it's a
That's
cash
a good
deal?
question.
Why even borrow it?
That's a good question.
I know your fees are like $300. You must have 8 million customers.
Well, the fees cover
$600 a year.
$600 a year per property. That covers our phone bill. Let's put it in that context. But we get paid
exactly.
The buyer. We find the best buyer broker to negotiate the best deal. They get a commission, right? Part of the price,
and they split it with.
They split it with us, and that's how we get paid.
But see, I find it hard to believe.
Will you take cash?
Will I take cash from the buyer broker?
What does that mean?
No. I'm saying, would you take a cash purchase if someone didn't?
Oh, absolutely.
If someone's flush with cash.
Oh, absolutely. The one that's closing.
But you make less money on.
Oh, you make a lot less money. You make 13 to 10% return as opposed to 35% return on your money. But when anybody, if
I don't understand. I don't understand that math.
Well, yeah, hold on, Mark. Let's you're right, Mark. I'm going to tell you about it. So if you are buying a property and 80% of it is a loan, you're only paying loan cost of a few $100 a month, plus you make a down payment. When you look at full cash invested and then you sell it, you make way more money than if you had the entire $320,000 invested in the house. It's that easy. So if you took cash, $320,000 in cash, and put it down, you'll make money on it, but you have to figure rates of return based on cash. Invested. Mm-hmm. So the cash invested with a leverage deal is way less. It's like 20%. So you have way less cash invested. That's how by the way, with Wave 8 Wealth Management, if I tried to calculate returns any other way, it would be illegal. You only calculate returns on cash invested. If you leverage it, you get higher returns. So long as the leveraged amount is not high risk where you end up paying it.
Correct. Well, a simple example. Buy any property, $300,000. Put 25% down, and 10% appreciation per year. Well, if the property is going to go up 10%, that's if it's a $300,000 property, that's $30,000 gain in worth in 1 year. You only put down what? $75,000. You've just made almost 40%.
I guess just where
what?
I guess where it's not necessarily parting ways, but if I gave you $300,000 cash, I wouldn't have closing fees and I wouldn't have a 7+% interest rate that's front loaded up until the point I sell it.
Yeah, but it's only 3 years when you sell it. Mark, I understand what you're saying.
I do too.
If you don't want to have a loan, you don't
have to.
But to calculate returns, whether we like it or not, the world calculates returns based on cash invested. Unless you want to calculate, I guess you can calculate any way you want, but it's the cash you have tied up that you really calculate cash on.
And it's the cash you have in your pocket when you sell.
Right.
I'd rather sell.
So if you had the whole 350 out and you made 30 grand,
you made 10% ish, and that's good.
But if you only had 75 out and you made 30,
you just made a whole lot more money. You could. It comes down to this: with the same amount of cash, do you want to buy 3 properties or 1? Right. You're going to make 3 times as much if you buy 3.
Yeah, so it's just a matter of calculating returns and return on investment.
Leverage.
But Mark's, I know what Mark's saying. There are people out there that want simplicity.
And we like that.
They simply want to invest money and they don't mind making less money.
No,
not less money, but they make the same exact money. That's the part. They make the same exact money, but they have more money tied up.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's happy.
Yeah. Bud, what is your issue with movers? Movers are one of the biggest problems we have on this show. What's going on, Bud? Bud?
He's there. He just ain't talking.
Bud. Yes, sir. What's happening, man? What's going on?
Sorry about that. I muted so you didn't.
No problem, bro. No problem. What's happening?
Well, I called United Express.
Wait. Ho. You called who?
An outfit called United Express.
Okay, but if you made the mistake of thinking, because we've had this happen before to people, if you made the mistake of thinking you were calling United Van Lines, then you got totally screwed.
Florida.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was United Van Lines. But
Okay.
I didn't know that they were just a logistics company.
Okay, so you called United Express, and what happened?
Well, they, I walked through the house on a FaceTime call and showed the rep that was quoting the move, everything that I was moving, all the rooms, everything.
I can short
He
circuit
said it would
this and
take
tell you
X amount of
exactly what
square feet.
happened. They came up with a price
Well,
and
the
they
price
took
went
money
up
up
and up
front.
and up. Right, but so they did, and then they raised the price.
Of course they
Ultimately,
did.
it ended up
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
So it ended
ultimately,
up-
before they
and
deliver
went
it, they're
from-
going to raise it again and hold your stuff hostage.
Yeah, they did that.
Yep.
And
same thing every time,
so-
every single
so
time.
It ended up being, $10,300. Initially, it started out at $4,400. But but here's the thing: is right now I'm missing about a quarter of my things, and they're not looking for them.
Well,
And
they
they're
won't.
telling me, well,
You're
don't
never going to
worry.
get them. You're never going to get them. And here's what's worse. I hate giving you this bad news, Bud, but I think for everybody I give bad news to, I may be saving money for 1,000 people. Here's the problem. No one is regulating them at all. No one cares. No, the moving industry is an outlaw industry.
Yeah, you got that right.
And no one's going to find your stuff, and no one will look. No one cares. How
one's
much
gonna look.
the
Yeah.
stuff that you're
Well-
losing, is it important stuff or is it more of a sentimental thing?
Well, both. I mean, it's irreplaceable, kind of sentimental stuff. It's original old family pictures from early 1900s, late 1800s.
What now? Are you
a lot of
wait?
genealogy stuff.
We might still put someone on this to call and see if we can negotiate. But if they truly lost it, see, here's the problem. And let me tell people listening one more time coming up. Hold on a second. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We've been talking about the guaranteed lowest prices. And I want to tell you right now, bar none, the guaranteed lowest price on a furnace replacement, RenewHomeInnovations.com, water heaters, the lowest price. Any replacement, the lowest price. They guarantee it. RenewHomeInnovations.com has joined the Troubleshooter Club for the guaranteed lowest price. Marc Mager and me decided we want to give the best value to people listening to this show. The guaranteed lowest price. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Call and put them to the test. 303-904-2000.
This month, Pure Talk is supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs
This thing that
and
happens,
then pairs them
honest
up
to
with
God,
combat
it's the
vets
worst
struggling
thing
with
that
PTSD.
I wish there were
This is
people
why
that
I
cared,
switched to Pure
that
Talk.
cared about
Sure,
this.
I like the unlimited talk, text, and plenty of
They're
5G data for
outlaws.
just $25 a month, and you will too. But you will love being in business with a company that shares your values. Dial pound 250, say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
You know, when it comes to real estate, you need an attorney to run things by, especially if it's a complicated deal, a commercial deal, or if you're a landlord and you're negotiating leases right now, you can lose a bunch of rights in Colorado if you don't do it the right way. O'Brien Legal Services can help you. That's what Brad O'Brien does. He's been on this show. He's our expert. He can be your expert to save you trouble, to help you evict more easily if you have to. You listen, call him, ask him what he can do for you in anything related to real estate. 720-370-7388. O'Brien Legal Services. Here's what it is online. OLLIE lslaw.com. Sheridan Auto Tech, pre-buy inspections on used cars. You know, one of the biggest problems we have on this show, used cars that haven't been checked out. Also, people who get dishonest repairs or inflated repairs or repairs without authorization. None of that will happen with Sheridan Auto Tech. Honesty, value, integrity, longevity, convenience, everything you want. SheridanAutotech.com. 303-455-7242 on Colfax, west of Wadsworth. That's SheridanAutotech.com.
Fucking chopper. Jesus. My biggest return.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm getting questions. We got to hit it again.
From the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
All right, I am getting questions on this seminar. People want to go in person. You know, I prefer calling Barry and talking to him, but you can do whatever you want. MyBiggestReturn.com. It's the 15th of the month, and it's going to be somewhere in the tech center. Again, he doesn't want people just showing up because he keeps a tight number. The reason for that is so he can make sure he has materials for everyone and that he addresses everyone's concerns. So he never overcrowds the seminars. And if there's never a problem getting people there. So please go to mybiggestreturn.com and sign up, and you'll be given the location. The time is 11 in the morning.
10
in the morning. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It's a really pleasant time. You'll learn everything you want about this endeavor. Becoming a landlord in a remote market, having your hands held by Vestera Turnkey and their professionals, which include property managers, insurance people. What other professionals do you have?
Inspectors, lenders are big.
Of course, lenders.
And you mentioned closing companies, whether it's a title company or a law
they
firm.
come to you to your home.
They come at the home. You close wherever you want to.
Right,
basically.
exactly.
Insurance brokers, you said, property managers, 1031 intermediaries, and
everything you need.
Repair people. And we oversee the property management. So, quote, you, the owner, don't have to be an active landlord. We take that role on for you for all, I say this, for all of $600 a year. Property to us.
MyBiggestReturn.com.
Yep.
Hey, Bud, let's continue. But before I bring Bud up, let me just explain this. For everyone listening, and this is so important because no matter how much I go over it, it happens. So here's what I want to tell you about the moving industry. First of all, totally unregulated, or I should say unenforced. The first call you make is usually to a broker, okay? They don't call themselves broker. They may call themselves a mover. They're not a mover. The very first call you get, usually from an internet search, unless you call a national agent, you're going to get a broker. They're going to quote you a price, which means nothing, and they're going to take a deposit, which goes nowhere. So just remember that. The very first person does nothing but collects a deposit and gives you a fictitious price. The second person is they hand it over to someone who goes to pick up your stuff. Then they say to you, we can't do it for that price. This is way more than we were told. And they increase the price. That person picks up your stuff, but they do not move it. It goes to a third person who supposedly will deliver it. They hold you hostage for even more money. And that's how it works. The first person's gone. The second person's gone. The third person delivers, but they don't answer to anybody. You are dealing with 3 or more people every time. And they're lying, cheating, freaking ripoffs. And 99% of them are located in South Florida. 99% of them in South Florida. So I would say automatically I would discount every single mover in South Florida. And then you at least lessen the universe of ripoffs. That's still not a guarantee, but it lessens the universe. Now, Chris has a question for Vestera Turnkey.com. Go ahead, Chris.
Yes,
what's your question?
Well, you know, they never mention the capital gains tax that you're going to pay if you sell it within a year. And if, you know, it's more favorable if you keep it for over a year, but there's still going to be a 22 to 25% capital gains tax. So there's no deductions on
That's
rentals.
right. That's right.
And-
Like with
and
anything. If you bought stock and made 80%, you're going to pay tax on it.
Yes, sir. But they also, you have the recapture of the depreciation that you take on that house.
First of all, I'm not taking depreciation
Right,
on
that's
mine.
the better way. all these are options. And by the way, capital gains tax in Colorado is 30%. Because it's 20% federal and roughly 7.5% to 8% state, plus almost 2% more
But if I make
for small
if I make
things.
the money, if I make the money in another state, what do I pay?
Well, it's almost always between 25 and 32% nationwide.
Chris, I'm sorry we didn't mention it. Yes, on income, all kinds of income, whether it be profit, whether it be income, whatever it is, you're going to pay tax on it. Yes. And that's apples with apples, every single investment. So it doesn't diminish the investment at all. You're comparing investments, you're always going to have taxes, period.
Yeah, and it's not the intent. Most all of our customers, like 99% of them, have no intentions of selling in sooner than 2 years because they want to double their income. They want to double the money they put in. But yes, if an emergency comes in, something can happen. But guess what? We have buyers for emergencies and see if somebody couldn't keep it for more than a year.
Most of the time, the whole time is 3 years.
3 years is normal.
So you're going to pay long-term capital gains, which could be 30%. There's absolutely no doubt you will pay tax unless you 1031, and they have a 1031 program where you keep deferring the gain. But eventually, you're going to pay tax. So, Chris, thank you very much. I don't know yet of any tax-free investments. I don't know of any. So unless it's a retirement plan, a qualified money plan, and that is deferred, it's not even tax-free. So everyone listening, you will pay tax on money you make, no matter what you do. That's just life. Bud, have you tried calling anyone at United Express?
United Express said that they never touched anything and that they're not responsible for any of it. They subbed it out to an outfit called Green Planet here in Colorado.
And what happened then?
Well, so they picked everything up. They came with 2 trucks because they said there wasn't enough room in the first one.
Of
but
course.
It was really because the lift on the first truck.
Of course. You don't have to explain all. You got ripped off. So, yeah. It was subcontracted to Green Planet?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're a Colorado LLC. And I looked them up on the Secretary of State's website. And it's a guy named Alad Biachi and his wife, Michelle. They have 2 or 3 different moving companies. They're supposedly a business in good standing with the BBB, and they don't have any complaints on as far as I can see.
What does that mean, the BBB? We're talking about the BBB. That's a dinosaur. Yeah. I mean, nobody talks at it. You get more information on Nextdoor than you will from the BBB. It's a dinosaur organization.
Well, they give anybody that pays them a good review, and anybody that doesn't pay them gets a bad review.
Well, that's not true. What they do is, if you get a complaint and you answer it, you get a good review. If you don't answer it, you get a bad review. It has nothing to do with paying money. But what I'm saying is the organization, the organization is useless. They do zero.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Right. Well, but back to the move, I didn't expect everything to get here in one piece, but I did expect everything to get here. And they told me that, since it was a combined load, they said, don't worry, it's not lost, it's just misplaced. And they said there were 2 or 3 loads on that truck. One of the loads went into storage. And I'm like, okay, well, it's been a month. So everything was picked up on the 9th, it got delivered on the 26th, most of it. And so now here we are in November, and I've made multiple calls, and they promised callbacks. I've got nothing. There's Danielle over at Green Planet that I've talked to several times, and she said she's looked for everything. And I'm like, physically, you've gone to the warehouse and looked, and she claims yes, which I don't believe.
Why don't you sue them in small claims court? Why don't you sue them?
Well, here's my problem, though, is that the house sold fast, and I was in a hurry. I packed fast. There was... their inventory is complete gibberish. I can't read it. I didn't inventory the stuff I put in the boxes, and they took things that I wanted to load myself into my car, but I just assumed, I'm paying these guys a lot of money. It's at least, even if it gets broken, it'll get here. And it didn't. And so I don't have an accounting of what's actually missing. I just keep seeing things that aren't here. And then I'm, like my blender, I can't find. And I know, well, it was in a box with a whole bunch of other stuff that's not here. And I couldn't tell you what was in it with it, but I know my blender's not here. So, it's just, and that keeps, is a recurring problem. Like I keep.
Break when you can, buddy.
And I know that they were in boxes with a lot of other stuff.
Listen,
that should be here too.
I wish if you were talking about a normal industry, I would say, yes. You're not dealing with dealing with crooks. I don't know. Crooks. Hey, who wants to take a shot at calling over there?
I got a question for Bud.
Hold on, before you have no question right now. Hold on, we got to take a break. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-8255.
KHOW Denver, 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Now, Impact Traffic.
Some minor slowdowns on the south end of town. C470 eastbound, approaching US 85 Santa Fe. We've got a disabled semi in the right lane. Some debris on the road as well. Folks seem to be passing by this one just fine. Just be sure to avoid that right lane. Heading to the northwest end of town, Sheridan Boulevard, both north and southbound roads closed between East 1st and Midway Boulevard due to a damaged gas line. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of the Medal of Honor recipient who inspired the movie Lone Survivor. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
Hey, you heard it from Mark. The guaranteed lowest price on bathroom remodels. He's having it done right now. He and Suzanne, discountbath.com. Mark, what do you want to say about discountbath.com? Is he there? Well,
anything.
Go ahead, sir.
Am I up?
Yep, you are.
What I love about more than anything is zero high pressure. I got to tell you, Steven came out, went over everything with Suzanne, different colors, different products. We ended up going with the Kohler product, but these guys just do everything, and they do it at a discount price, and the pricing was great. You're just going to love the experience.
Discountbath.com. Good people. Of course, they can give you a price if you videotape with your smartphone and just send it to them. Start with discountbath.com. Listen, I know that investing is important to people. You have a portfolio, you have a nest egg. I am asking you to trust me to take a look at it. My team that I have assembled invests every dime that I have, and I pledge to you the same careful consideration and oversight that I give my own assets. Why don't you give us a chance? Let us show you what we can do. We do not farm it out to larger investors like most people do. We keep it in-house, and we invest it for you, and we meet with you. Wave 8 Wealth Management. Go to wave8capital.com, the number 8, wave8capital.com, or call us 303-771-HELP.
Check your text. I just sent you Button's number. 30% off. Thank goodness. What was that site? To get this shares radio offer, go to leafilter.com/radio for your free gutter inspection today.
Kelly can sure. That's leafilter.com. Got it. And I got the plumbing. Yeah, I got like 4 people to call back. So I think I'm gonna hang around after the show. I might just sneak out of here right now and go in the other studios. Is that all right? Because they're not gonna call me for anything.
Well, I'm actually here.
Want them? Oh, you gotta do the key. You lock in the office too. I mean, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there.
But if you want to work out of
I'm gonna go next door.
yeah.
Okay. Here, you wanna lock this up right now, Kelly?
I mean, like you.
Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell it later. Here's how it works. Orchard gives you cash so you can buy and move into your new home first on your timeline. No waiting, no showing, no double move. Then the Orchard experts take it from there. They handle repairs on your old home for you so you attract the right buyers. Once they're done, a local Orchard agent lists and sells your home for top dollar.
That's good. Chopper's bugging me anyway. Yeah. Tomorrow's Chopper Day. I hope he hears me. I won't. Wednesday, do you want, let me know Wednesday. Well, I'll plan on it. Giving you a ride. Okay.
Maybe. I will let you know.
How do you get to work?
Oh, Adam, you.
Does he bring you?
Yeah. It's I cannot. Yeah, I have a restricted license, so it's Oh, I've had that a couple times.
The second operation, first operation was terrible. The blood vessels broke and pushed the retina back out, and my retina died. Because you gotta get right on within 24 hours.
You really do. I
can't
mean,
see out of my left eye. I lost
well,
it.
when
Pisses me off.
so when I was diving, I actually smacked off 10 meter, and my retina.
Go Rhino Shield! Auto accident? Find out what your case is worth. Call Fuller.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Barry, someone wants to know, what if they want to choose a market and have you do the Vestera thing? I don't think that's, well, you answer for yourself. What about that?
Well, what about that? We cannot do that anymore, typically. Now, we know where the next markets will be for our growth, but we can't go to second-rate markets unless we're paid on an hourly fee.
When you say second rate, are you assuming they're not going to pick the right market?
Yes, because there's only 5 to 8 top 8 markets. Okay, there are 8 markets out of over 400.
What?
Yeah, 400 marketplaces around the country.
And you've picked 8 of them.
We have not 8 of the top 20. We have the top 8. Absolutely. The numbers bear it out. Highest return, positive cash flow, and that's the way it is. We're researching all the time. Now, I would gladly talk to them for free, simple, lay back, help them with information, but we don't have the time to go off the top 8 anymore.
Okay, so when you go to the top 8, are they all in the same area? Like where are they? Like, are they scattered?
Well, they're in 5 different states. 4 of the states are right now this changes through time, are east of the Mississippi.
4 of the states.
Mm-hmm. 4 of the 5.
4 of the 5. 1 is west of the Mississippi?
Yeah, just barely.
Just barely.
And it's not where we're going
now,
next.
when you go to the state, though, it's not just the
state. It's not the state. It's specific metro areas. Okay, metro cities, if you will.
Okay.
We can't go to small towns because one little company like Vero Beach, Florida, when the Dodgers moved out of there and went to their spring training in Arizona rather than Florida, that hurt that marketplace significantly.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were there.
Now, can you tell us, somebody asked, okay, he won't give away his proprietary research on the best markets. Can he tell us some of the worst markets?
Oh,
no, seriously.
I get that.
I'm going to take a little amateur guess. Anything in California?
anything in California because of the prices. Okay, rent
and the regulations.
Oh, the regulation and a few other things. Companies, are they moving to Florida? No, they're moving out. Jobs
You mean
are
California?
California. But I don't mind saying this. For the last 10 years, 3 states have been the absolute best states for any kind of residential real estate: Colorado, Texas, and North Carolina.
That was for the last
10 years.
But
10
Colorado
years.
is no longer.
Oh, it's still in the top 3 for.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, for residential,
but not for rentals.
Not for rentals. Texas is not anymore because of the high property tax. Property taxes in Texas are 3 to 5 times as high as we have in Colorado. But those 3 states, over a 3 to 5 year period, you could do pretty well, but not for rentals. Rentals, you have to know the secrets research-wise. But when somebody says worst market, my first comment is, how do you define worst? And they could get as into the weeds as they want, because our research has 60 plus data points to find out where the best markets are.
Cool. And that is mybigestreturn.com to be part of the latest seminar, which is going to be on the 15th of this month in the Tech Center, mybigestreturn.com. So, Tom, we hear you talking about this lowest price or best value club. Yeah, you do. And I want to tell you, the Art of Granite's one of them, Compass Insurance another. What that means is this: if Compass Insurance can't beat it, they're going to be honest with you right up front. So that's what they do. And we have DenverRegen.com. We have DiscountBath.com. We have Excel Roofing for their outdoor lighting. We have all these great people doing the guaranteed lowest price, the guaranteed best value, including right now joining us, RenewHomeInnovations.com. That means you get the lowest price guaranteed on a furnace right now, or a water heater, or if you need air conditioning, guaranteed lowest price. You keep me informed. To be part of this club, they have to earn it. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 303-904-2000.
Now, Impact Traffic.
Some minor slowdowns on the south end of town. C470 eastbound approaching US 85 Santa Fe. We've got a disabled semi in the right lane. Some debris on the road as well. Folks seem to be passing by this one just fine. Just be sure to avoid that right lane. Heading to the northwest end of town, Sheridan Boulevard, both north and southbound roads closed between East 1st and Midway Boulevard due to a damaged gas line. With traffic, I'm Mark Swan.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll share the story of the Medal of Honor recipient who inspired the movie Lone Survivor. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
You know, we represent great lenders. U.S. Mortgages has joined the family, and I invite you to shop around. They do too. They have withstood the test of time, 30 years strong. David Szymanski, the owner, my friend, has shopped mortgages for his customers for 30 years to get you the guaranteed lowest rate. Here's what he's doing: a 5-year fixed rate for $4.99 or below, depending on when you close. $4.99 or below, 5-year fixed rate. No matter what rates do, though, you'll get the best prices from my friend David Szymanski at U.S. Mortgages. Check him out at usmloan.com, usmloan.com, or call 303-LOW-RATE, 303-LOW-RATE. Get people on your side that are working for you in the mortgage industry, shopping all sources. 303-LOW-RATE. Okay, if you are ever
talking about Galaxy concrete coatings and their transformation.
We'll get you to coming out of this one.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Galaxy through social media as well as on the radio. I wanted to have Galaxy come out and redo my back patio. It runs the full
All good. Just find it in 40.
Thank you.
Galaxy
I got it.
Concrete Coatings is not epoxy. It's 4 times stronger.
Galaxy was great. They were very thorough. They were very clean, very efficient. They cleaned up after themselves. I was very impressed with the crew.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, driveways, and more. And also, it comes with a lifetime warranty.
The reason I chose Galaxy is because of the durability. We've got pets, and so sometimes they do have accidents. It's very easy to just hose off. My neighbors have come over, and every single one of them have said it's beautiful.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. We are out of this world.
If you are accused of any crime or charged with a crime, you need a defense attorney, and you'd be crazy to search when you're under pressure. I've done the shopping for you. I've known Joe Lazzara for 30 years, Lazzara. You can depend on Lazzara Legal. Free initial consultations always, and then a flat rate price for the entire case. So you know the price going in with no surprises. 303-429-6200. 303-429-6200.
NBC News brings you clear reporting. Let's leave it to facts. Let's move forward from there. NBC News, reporting for America.
Hits those who depend on federal salaries and benefits. Will the mounting pressure on Democrats force them to fold on passing a continuing resolution? We'll have an update Monday at 2 on Ryan Schuling Live.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, so what is going on? Well, we are promoting the seminar for the 15th of the month, mybiggestreturn.com. If you want to know how to be a landlord, someone wants to know straight up, have you ever held properties more than 3 years?
Yes, some people have a longer term of wanting it to be free and clear, so they have $1,500 to $2,000 a month cash flow. in their retirement. And then they ask us, and we monitor the markets all the time to say, is that a good market? Look, some markets are not good just for 3 years. They could have a 3 to 8 to 10 year run on the upside. And why not? I mean, because.
But you give them the choice to get out at 3 years.
Their choice. It's their choice to meet their best, we call it their best nest egg building plan. But a lot of retired people want the cash flow to live off of it, $8,000 to $15,000 a month from those properties, and they'd prefer the properties.
How do they get that much positive right now?
Well, because they're putting a lot of cash down, and then we help them.
And each time they 1031, they have more into it.
They have more into it. They maybe have the opportunity, Tom, with 1031 money to buy 3 homes. They choose to buy 2. And then they say, Barry, in 5 years, we're retiring. How could we have the cash flow? Well, the next time they turn those 2 properties into 4, no, they'll turn it into 3 and they'll have 1 property free and clear. We help them develop the balance between cash flow and equity gain.
Someone wants to know what actually goes on at a seminar, because you're talking about the entire program. What more will they learn?
It's visually the whole program. It's visually with PowerPoint and a nice handout.
But you answer specific
And we
questions.
answer all the specific questions.
Especially if they sign the non-disclosure, right? Isn't that the main deal?
And they could sign it right there on the spot. Now, the seminar is 75 minutes, but as you know, most people are there another hour or so with their on their own with their individual questions individually answered.
But you will answer their questions, and if they sign the non-disclosure, you'll tell them all the details.
Oh, yes, and they don't have to come to the seminar. As you've said. They could call us.
But the point is that it's a rental play, but not really. It's not made so much for the income on rent as it is for the equity
gain. It's an equity gain. Equity gain is 10 to 15 times bigger than cash flow.
So that's what they're doing it for.
You
so
bet.
The cash that, but how many? Somebody wants to know. He says equity play. How many run negative cash flows? I don't know of any. I mean, none of mine run negative cash flows. Are they running?
Well, now because of the high interest rates, we allow very small negative cash flow. So there are a few that have it, but not for long. They won't have it for long.
All right, people, this is the Troubleshooter Show, and I want to tell you, you can get help at 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466. You can call that 24/7 and get help. Leave a message. We'll get back to you. Also, don't forget, mybiggestreturn.com. Sorry for all the difficulties.
Martino.
See ya.
Tom Martino.
See ya.
Barry, what's the typical interest rates that the investors